KILR Killer Games.
Hello, gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer, and welcome to my tour around the world featuring Microsoft Flight Simulator 2000, the professional edition. Because only pros fly this simulator. So what do we got for you today? Well, let's kind of go over that. Kind of. And here's kind of the map. So here we are, right there at Cedar Rapids. I'm not sure where I'm at. I'm just kind of picking a spot. No, I'm kidding. We're here, Cedar Rapids, also known as the Eastern Iowa Airport. But we're going here to Waterloo, Municipal. You know, and I know nothing about Waterloo, Iowa, so it should be really good when we get up to the X-Plane series, because of the X-Plane series I do a documentary of each place that we fly to after we get there. Always do the flight first. There may be a few things that we do during the pre-flight, but the flight's always going to be on the first half of it, and then the documentary is after that. So if people just want to watch the flight, they can. If they're more interested in the documentary, they can just skip to that. So, but I keep them all together in one episode instead of all over the place. And I do it because I kind of treat X-Plane as in, all right, if I really had a plane and I really had the money, no limitation, to be able to do a flight, you know, a tour around the world, what would I do? What would I use? Where would I fly to? And what would I do when I got there? That's the idea behind the X-Plane series, or just basically this world tour in general. Yeah, that's the idea. And also, I don't want to leave these old simulators out because I have fond memories of them. So I figure, you know what? Let's bring them with us. Let's bring along Flight Simulator 98 and Flight Simulator 2000, and you know, just all of them. Let's just bring them. They're like toys. Let's just bring them all with us on our world tour, and relive some of those old memories and make some new ones. That's the whole idea. Well, this map is in our way, so let's just go ahead and turn that off. Alright, so Waterloo is 112.2 as far as the nav. We'll tune that in and get ourselves some distance, but I got our flight, everything's loaded in the flight planner too. Alright. 112.2. Well, we'll just go ahead and turn everything on here. One 2.2. Okay, probably won't show up until we get up in the air. It's going to be my guess. And we'll go ahead and turn this off for a moment. And, whoops. I keep forgetting every time that I have, every time you load an adventure for the ATC for ProFlight 2000, it takes your mix and it throws it all the way out. So you have to like put it back in order to get this started. Whoops. There we go. And I learned this about the avionics from X-Plane, from a reality expansion pack. It's a plug-in that you can get for just a handful of airplanes, one of them being the default Cessna. And it was neat. It was neat to play around with. It's just too bad that you have to buy the reality expansion pack for each aircraft. It's not one that covers everything, and I can understand why, because they build everything around that one specific aircraft. There's a lot of specifics that go into the one aircraft, so and it's a lot of work. So it's not like they can just do one whole big package that applies to every aircraft, because they're all different. So I get it. But they haven't really made any others since then, so it's kind of a bum deal. All right, we're going to go ahead and tune into flight delivery service. We're going to have them open up our flight plan.
Radio Mooney 1-3 Foxtrot. Would you please open my IFR flight plan at this time?
Mooney 1-3 Foxtrot. Roger. We'll open your flight plan at 3-7.
Okay.
Mooney 1-3 Foxtrot. Roger. Thank you.
Flight service. Come here. Niner 1-4 on 122.
We'll go to clearance 125.45.
Clearance. Mooney 1-3 Foxtrot. On the ramp, IFR with information. India.
Roger, Mooney 1-3 Foxtrot. Cleared as filed. Fly runway heading. Maintain 4000. Squawk 4212. Departure. Frequency 119.55. Clearance. Air Canada 700. Air Canada.
Roger. Fly runway heading. Maintain 4000. Squawk 4212.
Okay.
Mooney 1-3 Foxtrot. Read back correct. Contact ground on 121.6.
I tried to acknowledge that. It didn't do anything.
Ground. Mooney 1-3 Foxtrot. On the ramp, IFR with information. India. Ready to taxi.
Mooney 1-3 Foxtrot. Taxi to runway 31.
All right, 3-1.
Roger. Taxi 231. Mooney 1-3 Foxtrot.
All right.
Ground control. Delta 2.
Whenever you do this, it cuts off the radio. And I don't mean the sound, but you'll see. See, they stopped talking. 3-1. That would mean this runway. Wow. Okay, we got to go all the way down here and over. Sounds good. We'll just put this right here so it's not in the way of our view. I wish I could put this over, but it's not going to give me the ability to put this over. I can put it down here. Let's see. Yeah, put it right there. Oh, come on.
Ground control. Delta 229er is clear of the runway. Request taxi to terminal.
Delta 229er, taxi to terminal.
This thing is like driving in mud.
Roger, Delta 229er.
Ground control, United 554. Just clear of the runway. Request taxi to terminal.
United 554, taxi to terminal.
Roger, United 554.
The sound's going down. Why is that? That's odd. Yeah, the volume on the sound is going down. Oh. It's because I had the map
Ground
view
control, Continental 361 at the terminal
selected.
with information, India. Continental 361, taxi to runway and hold. Roger, Continental 361.
Okay. It should be easy the rest of the way. We can take this off.
Ground control, Delta 547. Just clear of the runway. Request taxi to terminal.
Delta 547, taxi to terminal.
Roger, Delta 547.
Now, are you all curious on how this airport looks compared to the real thing? We'll look at that real quickly as we hold short of runway 31.
Ground control, United 790 is clear of the runway. Request taxi to terminal.
United 790, taxi to terminal.
Roger, United 790.
Mooney 13 Foxtrot, contact tower on 118.7.
We are Mooney 13 Foxtrot, in case you're wondering. Okay, we'll hold right here.
Roger, 118.7, Mooney 13 Foxtrot. Good day.
118.7. Okay. Before we contact for liftoff, let's go ahead and pull up. Let's see, the airport.
Delta 339er, contact departure on 119.55.
Roger, 119.55, Delta 339er.
Tower, Gulfstream 35, Juliet, wind check.
Gulfstream 35, Juliet, winds steady 355 at 0.
Roger, Gulfstream 35, Juliet.
Okay. Come on, man. The map is acting a little... That was weird. Alright, we'll just do this then. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but it's like part of the map was not rendering. Okay, that should be it. Alright, so there is the airport. Let's bring back the... Okay, let's turn this around to match. There it goes.
Tower, Falcon 851 X-ray. Request the option.
Okay, so
Falcon 851
we can see
X-ray cleared for the
that
option.
there are
Roger, clear to land. Falcon
some buildings
851
here.
X-ray.
But then if we take a look here they are. There's a building right here that's not there, but that's okay. But this looks right. The taxiways, though, you can see there's something missing. I mean, there's a taxiway that goes straight across like this that's not there. Now maybe they changed that between Flight Simulator 2000 and now. I don't know.
Tower, Comair 351 at 3000, squawking 4703.
There's a few buildings here.
Commodore 351, enter, right, downwind, winds, steady, 355.
We can see with
at
this.
0, altimeter is 2991.
That looks right. This little triangle thing here.
Roger, right, downwind, Comair
You can kind of see that right here.
351.
Alright, and then there's a taxiway that goes off this way, and a couple of buildings, and this thing here. Not quite sure, I'm not really seeing that. However, I see this is kind of definitely a little different. There's no taxiway just going diagonally across like this. It does have a couple of buildings
Request frequency change.
lined up here, this like around the FedEx shipping center, but it's missing this.
Roger.
But you know, it's okay. Not sure if you found that interesting or not as far as the comparison. One thing I haven't been doing is checking online to see if there is any custom content for Flight Simulator 2000 as far as, you know, airports
American 421, contact departure on 119.55.
that people have done. Oh, we're on the
Roger,
right frequency.
119.55, American 421.
Okay. Where is the... Oh, okay.
Tower, Mooney 13 Foxtrot, runway 31, ready for takeoff.
Mooney 13 Foxtrot, runway 31, taxi into position and hold.
Well, we are.
Roger, Mooney 13 Foxtrot.
We'll move up a little bit.
Mooney 13 Foxtrot, runway 31, cleared for immediate takeoff. Fly runway heading.
Roger, cleared for takeoff. Mooney 13 Foxtrot.
It's not just any takeoff, it's immediate takeoff.
Tower, American 786 at 4000, Squawking 7166 with information India.
American 786. Report 5 miles south of the airport.
Roger, report 5 south of the airport. American 786.
All right. Take off flaps.
Tower, US Air
set.
991 at 5,000, squawking 7166 with information India.
And we are ready to go.
US Air 991. Report 5 miles north of the airport.
Roger, report 5 north of the airport. US Air 991.
Pony 13 Foxtrot. Contact departure on 119.55.
Roger, 119.55. Pony 13 Foxtrot. Good day. Departure, Pony 13 Foxtrot. Out of 1,500 for 4,000 IFR.
There we go. 49 miles. It was roughly 50 miles away.
13 Foxtrot. Radar contact.
All right. We are set to go.
Mooney 13 Foxtrot. Resume own navigation.
Roger, Pony 13 Foxtrot.
This is kind of nice. It was
Departure,
the...
TWA 3.
We took off from a runway, and it's right along our flight path.
384, Roger.
Trying to look out the window. Almost looks like snow out there. That's the airport back there that we can't really see.
Departure,
That looks good from this
level at 8,000.
from this side.
Delta 49er, Roger.
I haven't been getting fuel lately. I don't think we'll need to get fuel for a while. This has been pretty economic, I think. Alright, in the meantime, let's get our heading set so that way it doesn't... Whoops. Because the wind likes to blow us off course, so if I can get our heading set into the flight planner, or flight director, you know, whatever.
Is with you out of 3,000, 4,000.
UPS K29er, climb and maintain 9,000, turn left, heading 160.
Take a look at this. I'm going to move my
Roger,
face
out
cam.
of 8,000, 4,
We are like
160,
right on.
UPS K29er.
We are right on that path. Alright, so let's go over another package I got into the mail. It's a relatively small one. I have an idea of what this is, but I'm going to open it anyway. Well, of course we're going to open it. Something I've been waiting for. Won't be making use of it yet, but it will complete a set. Yep. Yep, just what I thought. This is going to be for Flight Simulator 2002. And it is FScene 3. This will now complete the set that I have. Because I've got FScene 1, FScene 2, and now FScene 3. And that's it. They just released 3 of them. And this is like a world overhaul of the textures and everything. This works on Flight Simulator 2002 and 2004. I am only using this for 2002. Although I am using FScene, but it is the newer version. It's FScene 4X, which works on 2004 and FSX. And probably Prepared. Probably works on that too.
7, level at 9,000.
So I got the downloadable version of that.
6, 8, 7,
so I'm using
Roger.
it on that, but the FScene is going to be used on 2002, and this covers almost the whole world, I think. So Volume 1 covers Europe and Africa. Volume 2, which we're currently using, covers North and South America. And number 3 covers Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. This actually took almost a month to get to me.
Departure United 140 is with you out of 4,000. 8,000.
United 140, climb and maintain 11,000, turn left, heading 240.
At least this came with a book. I don't think it really matters.
Roger, out of 8,000, 11,000, understand, 240, United 140.
I have the book inside of each one except for Volume 2, which I had gotten used, but this manual says Volumes 1 through 3, so it's going to be the same one. What's this? Roads and Rivers of Europe. Let's see that. Right here. Roads and Rivers of Europe. It's only for Flight Simulator 2004, though. But I've got the FScene 4X, so I'm wondering if that already covers it. I recognize this river. That's not the Mississippi, but I do remember this river. Here. It's on, we're right here. It's this river right here. Except on the Commodore 64, this is the SubLogic map, it stopped and ended right about here. And I don't know if that's going to happen here or not. It might. It looks like, if you can see my mouse, it's coming around here, and it looks like it might end right about here. See, this is pretty exciting. You know, getting all these overhauls and stuff like that, because we'll get to see, and just flying around the whole world, we're going to see a lot of these textures and stuff.
Romeo, request. Fairchild 149er Romeo, go ahead. Departure Fairchild 149er Romeo, request a handoff to center. Fairchild 149er Romeo.
They have
stand
something
by.
called
We'll
Concord Professional.
Fairchild 149er Romeo, contact center, frequency 132.8. Roger, 132.
23 miles a minute.
149er Romeo, good day.
Imagine that.
Beach 3, 5,
Flying
6,
23
Whiskey,
miles
radar
a
service
minute.
terminated. Squawk 1200. Change to advisory frequency approved.
That one's for
Roger,
Flight Simulator
Beach
2004.
356. Whiskey, good day.
I'll have to check that out. Here it is right here. Concord. Just Flight has got there's a lot of stuff on their website now that you can buy and download. The Flying Club.
Northwest 251 is with you out of 3000, 7000.
Northwest 251, climb and maintain 9000, turn right, heading 200.
Roger, out of 7000, 9000, understand, 200, Northwest 251.
We got an A340 Professional and a Dash 8300, 747-200. And then their download shop, as easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay, and also available in the download shop is Traffic 2004, World Airports Atlanta. And that one's good for Flight Simulator 2004 and 2002. Most likely we'll use that for 2002. Orlando, same thing. Los Angeles, same thing. The Royal Air Force Vulcan. That looks kind of cool. Take a look at this plane. That's kind of cool.
Departure Delta 685.
And that works on Flight Simulator 2002 also. And then the Royal Air Force
Delta
Tornado.
685, climb and maintain 10,000, turn right, heading 100. Roger, out of 8,000, 4, 10,000, understand 100. Delta 685.
Then there's the British airports. I have one of them. I have Volume 4. Let's see here. Yeah. This is the one I've got here. This is Volume 4, which is Central England. And so they got the first 4 volumes brought together in 2 great value compilations.
Departure Cherokee 291 Lima, level at 5,500.
And then they have a Volume
Cherokee
5,
291 Lima, Roger.
which is Wales and the West Midlands. And British Airports, Northern England, Part 1. World Airports 2. 11 terrific airports from Europe and North America. So this includes London, New York, JFK, Toronto, Frankfurt, Chicago O'Hare, Washington Dulles, Las Vegas, Houston, Dallas, Rome, and Manchester. I'll have to see if we can get our hands on the world airports. So that way, because we're going to be flying back towards Illinois, and we'll be passing Chicago O'Hare again. It'd be nice to maybe have that particular one so we can take a look at it. FS Global. Every mountain and valley in Flight Simulator world is defined by data which is used to display the ups and downs of the ground. FS Global 2005. May have to get the FS Global SE Special Edition, so that way we've got all the meshes and stuff. I'll show you. It's really hard to show you this on here, but you can see that it'll show you, you know, how things are and how they should be. And then the FScene is like all the textures and stuff, so probably would look really good. And of course they have ultimate traffic on here, which I have that also. The most complete and realistic world airline movements worldwide.
10,000.
Northwest 220, roger.
I got 3 programs for Flight Simulator 2002. One of them I was hoping I could use for Flight Simulator 2000, and no, I cannot. The one I was hoping to use was this one, FS Traffic 2002. And the reason why I say that is I figured, okay, you know, if this came out for 2002, you know, sometimes it works for the previous version also, but nope. Only works for Flight Simulator 2002. Now, in order to, what I would have to do is use the very first one of FS Traffic. That one works on Flight Simulator 98 and 2000. But since I'm already using it on Flight Simulator 98, I was hoping that maybe I could use
Mooney 13 Foxtrot, maintain 320, descend and maintain 2000, vectors for the visual, runway 36, approach.
Alright, looks like we're coming up to it.
Roger. Out of 4,000. 2,000. Mooney 13 Foxtrot.
Mooney 13 Foxtrot, contact approach on 118.9er.
118.9er.
Mooney 13 Foxtrot. Good day.
118.9er.
Approach Mooney 13 Foxtrot. Out of 4,000. 2,000. IFR.
Roger. Mooney 13 Foxtrot. Mooney 13 Foxtrot. Maintain 320. Vectors for the visual. Runway 36. Approach.
Roger. Mooney 13 Foxtrot.
Mooney 13 Foxtrot. Turn left. Heading 185.
185. What? That's taking me back the other direction. It's like turning me around the other direction. I don't think so.
Roger. Left 2 185. Mooney 13 Foxtrot.
No, we're not going to do that. Look at our current heading. We're at 3.2, and he wants us to go to 1.8? That is in the other direction. No, we're not going to do that. Runway 36. I don't see a runway 36. Not when you look at this up here.
Approach FCOM 239er at 7,000, scoping 3042.
Air France.
So the river didn't cut off.
Descend and maintain 5,000. Turn left. Heading 300.
Oh, I see
Roger,
it now.
down to 5,000.
It's
Turn
this one over here.
300, FCOM 239er.
I think I see what they're trying to do. They want me to turn around 180 degrees to go back further to line up with this runway over here. No, we're not gonna do that. We don't do crazy stuff like that.
578 at 7,000, squawking 6732.
TWA 578. Turn right. Heading 110.
Roger, turn 110, TWA 578.
I can line myself up with the runway. I don't need to be taken on some type of sightseeing tour by ATC. Oh, no wonder we're having problems. I was fighting the plane because it was doing autopilot.
Approach by latest 957 Yankee at 4,500, squawking 3120.
Philetus, 957 Yankee, turn right, heading 030.
Roger, turn 030 by latest 957 Yankee.
The airport's going to be right over there. I'm just briefly looking out the window and then letting go so it resets over here. Okay, we can go ahead and start our turn.
Approach United 460 at 8,000, squawking 4151.
United 460, descend and maintain 5,000.
Roger, down to 5,000, United 460.
We're going to check in with Tower here in a moment. If it'll let me. It may not let me. They may not want to talk to me. You're not following our vectors. 118.10.
Vectors for the visual runway 36 approach.
Tower, Mooney, 13, Foxtrot, 5 miles to the south at 2,000, IFR, landing.
Okay, it let us.
Mooney, 13, Foxtrot, wind 355 at 0. Altimeter is 2991, clear to land, runway 36.
Roger, clear to land, Mooney, 13, Foxtrot.
Sometimes you can just go ahead and like skip ahead on some ATC things instead of being vectored all over the place. So that's what I did there, and like waiting for them. Oh, we're gonna wait, you know, wait to be transferred to this or that. Sometimes you can just go ahead and be smarter than the ATC, if anything. You probably don't want to do that in real life.
Tower, Comair, 4,
I wonder if the river actually splits off like that.
North, departure.
We'll take a look at this on a satellite view.
Comair 467,
Curious
north, departure.
if it actually does that in real life.
Roger, cleared for takeoff. Comair, 467.
There it is, Waterloo. Waterloo.
Tower, King Air, 202, Whiskey at 3,000, squawking 1200.
We definitely need some air traffic.
Whiskey, enter left downwind, wind steady 355 at 0. Altimeter is 2991.
It's awfully quiet without air traffic.
Roger, left downwind, King Air, 202, Whiskey.
Tower, northwest, 885 at 4,000, squawking 7166. With information, Juliet.
Northwest 885, report 5 miles north of the airport.
Roger. Report 5 north of the airport. Northwest 885.
Whoa.
Tower, American 202 at 5,000, squawking 7166. With information, Juliet.
There we go. We're on a good glide
American
slope, it looks like.
202, report 2 miles east of the airport.
Roger. Report 2 east of the airport. American 202.
All right. Yay. That was a good landing.
Mooney 13 Foxtrot, contact ground on 121.9er when clear of the active.
Roger. Mooney 13 Foxtrot. Good day.
121.9er. Okay, so we'll contact them as soon as we get off the runway here, which I see another runway. Let's go back to our top-down view here. Okay, it looks like there's one run right here. We can come straight down. Close that. We'll get ourselves parked and we'll check out the satellite view. See if we can see that that interesting little like two channels of water. It was like a river and then 2 channels of water. There's the taxiway. Not much as far as buildings are concerned. Looks like a building with a TP on top of it. Isn't that supposed to be like a VOR radio or the ILS building or something like that? I'm going to get pretty good at flying this Mooney Bravo here after a while. We'll park over here in between these 2 buildings. Oh, did I tell them that I wasn't clear of the runway? Sorry about that. Clear the runway. Alright. Forgot to do that. No, what? It's not going to let me do it now? Ground 121. Oh, we're not on 121.90. Try it now.
Ground, Mooney, 13 Foxtrot. Clear of the active runway.
Mooney, 13 Foxtrot, taxi to terminal.
All right. We are here. And we'll go ahead and close out our flight plan with flight service.
Radio, Mooney, 13 Foxtrot is on the ground. Would you close my IFR flight plan at this time?
Mooney, 13 Foxtrot. Roger, we'll close out your flight plan at 20.
Mooney, 13 Foxtrot. Roger, thank you.
You're welcome. Turn off our radios. And then the plane. The plane! Alright. So we are here at Waterloo. Let's go ahead and pull up that satellite view again. Because I'm curious of how this is going to look. Let's see. All right. I can make this bigger here. Yes, I can. All right, let's zoom out here. Okay, this is the river right here. Try to face this north. Runway 36, is that runway 36? I'm not sure. Oh, I don't think that's north. I am not sure which way is north. On this, I don't see anything. Okay, that's okay. Here's the river. Or is this the river? Maybe this is the river right here. The Cedar River. I don't really see how it splits apart like what we were seeing. Do you? I mean, I'm not really seeing. Let's pull up the there's the river. Okay, see, so it thins out over here. I think it was just the way the and that's kind of like what I was wondering, if it had something to do with the textures on how it was kind of crossing things. Yeah, when you look at this from a distance. Whoops. Sorry, that's in the way. Okay, so yeah, I don't see how it splits, you know, off into the two channels that we were seeing. I think that just has to do with how the textures were. What I was going to say is, being zoomed out like this, it has kind of a city look to it. It also kind of looks like it snowed on there, but, you know. Oh, you know what? I just realized that top-down view here. So that way we can get a good view on what the airport looks like and that river. See if we can see if it splits up or anything. Okay, I almost got this arranged on the map. That looks about right there. Okay. So you can see the airport there, and now if I bring this up on the screen, we can see the river. It does thin out around here. I don't see how it splits off into those two little channels, though. I think that was just a texture thing. But here's the airport. Just taking a close look at it as far as the buildings are concerned and everything. And now we'll just go and zoom into the actual airport here. So pretty much it looks just about the same. Take a look at that there. So what's interesting is this area right here is depicted with a taxiway. I don't know if that's really a taxiway right there. Oh, well, maybe it is. Okay. U.S. Army Aviation. But it is right here. Oops. Trying to use the mouse button to scroll, and that's not working. Not too many buildings, just some just plopped here and there. We go ahead and pull this back up here. It's kind of the same. Here's one of the buildings here. Maybe something. There's this one. This one's here, right here. This building over here. This one is in there. There's a notch or something going on. You know, there's an iPhone notch or something going on over here on the other one, and there's a building. So I don't know. Maybe this is the one that they're referring to right there. But yeah, here's the notch that I was talking about. But anyway, we're not going to do that every time as far as comparing airports with the satellite view. I just thought it would be interesting because I saw what the river was doing, and I thought that was, it's kind of like it's got two parallel little water channels, and I was just wondering if it was like that in real life. And well, apparently not from what I can see on the satellite view. All right, well, that is it for this flight. Thanks for joining me, and be sure to check it out in the other simulators to see what it looks like there. And you never know what I'm talking about. I don't have the same conversations on all the flights. So if you enjoy my company and just chilling with me, check out the other flight simulators. We keep it real, you know. We just sit back, lay back. Yeah, we just kind of chill. So, all right. Well, hope to see you on our next leg of our journey. Until then, be safe. We've got a long way to go in this world tour, so remember to subscribe to be notified of future flight simulator content. I've also done this same flight on other simulators, such as the ones you see on your screen, but you'll find more in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around amongst the clouds.